What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, where you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaranai.
Good Tuesday morning. How are we doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get tired of all the just senseless, nonsensical, drama. And then there's a story that comes along that you think, man, this is not your typical throwaway nonsensical drama. This is something that it's just morally irreprehensible, right? It's just wrong. And of course, I'm talking about this story about the Completionist. About 2 weeks or so ago, Mudahar and Carl Jost, Mudahar and Carl dropped videos respectively. The kind of exposed part of the iceberg on this story about the Completionist. When the Completionist was a young man, his mother unfortunately passed away to a very horrible disease. So he and his father decided to take a horrible situation and do something good. So they started a foundation, a charitable foundation in memory of his mother. What a noble cause, right? What an honorable cause. Um, Initially, it was just his father doing golf tournaments and things of that nature. And then as Jared, the completionist, started making his way in the world as a young man and became a well-known, popular streamer, content creator, game enthusiast. Um, they started what was called the Open Hand Foundation, and he started getting sponsorships, both corporate and private charitable donations, to raise money for his mom. And as Mudahar and Carl both a lot better explain things than I can, showed in detail with facts, figures, receipts. It appeared initially that the money had been just setting out in an account and had not been given to the charitable organizations that the completionist, both in numerous streams, website, stated that it was going to be done. And to the tune, the final number, rough estimate that was accumulated, that they believe was over $600,000. So Mudahar and Carl, make their videos, and then they follow up with even more information, because this was a very intricate, detailed story. If you have not watched the videos by Mudahar and Carl, I highly recommend that you do. So they put out two separate videos each. And then the completionist, Jared, decided to make a response. And in this video that I have here on screen, which was put out, let me see what's going on. It was put out on December the 9th, so that puts it about 10 days ago. This video was put out. It has over 700,000 views. It has 20,000 thumbs up and about 83,000 thumbs down. So this video was not well received. So in this video, he explains, he makes some statements of fact. In this video, he links several different things. One of the things he even links is the autopsy report to his mother, to prove that her brain and brain stem, and I don't know what all, but anyway, there were parts of her body that were donated to medical science. Why that had to be donated, or why that information had to be put out there, rather, is beyond me. I don't remember at any times in the videos that Carl or Mudahar, either one, did, was that even a point of subject. No, it was never questioned. That one was a kind of a slap in the face, like, well, why do we need to see this? Why does this need to be put out there? This was beyond, I was like, what? Anyway, so he puts this video out. Yeah, exactly. He exactly ironed up, like, why do we need to hear this? We don't need to read autopsy reports. Why? Your autopsy reports have nothing to do with what the allegations were. The allegations were that you were sitting on over $500,000 worth of donations, right? That allegedly that everybody thought you had been donating and giving along the way. And you didn't. And then in subsequent videos that I think it was under Mudahar's video, they showed how you had stated all donations like bits, subs, YouTube subs, Twitter membership, whatever, respective platforms, all that was going to be going into the charity as well. But in turn, they were used to cover the cost of putting on your different, streams and things like that in and around the charitable operations. Now, that in itself, I understand there's operational costs and all that and stuff, and probably was nothing. I'm not a lawyer, right? So I don't know the legalities of any of these things. But I know when a man says something, says this is X, well, then X should happen. Just solely on that, right? If that means you have to eat the cost of the productions or whatever, or maybe you word things a little bit differently, saying that, all donations will be made minus operational costs, something to that nature. But when you say everything is going into that, that can be that's a little bit misleading, I think. That's just a personal opinion. So, I think but he also says something in this video here that I have on screen. We're fixing to listen to this. He had this little statement to say.
Furthermore, my family and I are in serious conversations with our legal teams regarding next steps, as the allegations that have been made with complete disregard for the truth of the matter. These allegations were made by individuals who self-admittedly aren't even financial or legal professionals. These allegations are slanderous, and we believe we're done with selfish intent. They have directly jeopardized the safety of me, my staff, and my family, and that is not okay. I want to reiterate and specifically address that both the Foundation and I have been accused of forgery, embezzlement, and charity fraud.
Well, no, there was no, I don't remember anything in Mudahar or Carl's videos. Now, there could have been somebody else that said something. I don't know. It's very well possible, right? Of quote forgery. What was brought forth by Mudahar and Carl was the fact that you sat on this money and you did nothing with it. What was brought forth by Mudahar and Carl was there was these monies that was supposedly being raised by this golf tournament that was hosted by your father. And they were questioning where that money was because the IRS filings didn't reflect any of that money based upon statements made by you in streams about how much your gaming streams and stuff were raised. Now, it could have been that when the completionist was giving these tallies, these figures and stuff, right? Maybe he was including the proceeds from the golf tournaments as well. I don't know. I don't know. The only way that there will be a full, complete answer is there is going to have to be a actual forensic auditing of all documents in and around this organization, right? Every receipt is going to have to be produced. If if the golf tournament went out and bought a case of water to hand out, that receipt is going to have to be produced. If they had on the 19th, around the 19th hole or something, halfway through the golf tournament, if they had hot dogs or burgers or whatever, because I played in a few scrambles back in my younger days, played a little golf. Horrible. I was just horrible. Just did it for fun because it was charitable, it was fundraisers. But it still had a lot of fun with friends, whatever. But, they usually, you pay or whatever, and they feed you like a hot dog or a hamburger, and you get a, soda, whatever, bottle of water, that type of thing, what have you. If they did something like that, that has got to be accounted for, unless it too was donated. And if it was donated, then they have to show who donated it and the value of that donation, right? Because chances are, if a local business or of some kind, be it a grocery store or maybe it was a local bank that had one of these big grills or something that they pull out and do things. If any of that kind of stuff, it was all, potentially stuff that was written off on taxes. Every bit of that stuff has to be shown. Every I dotted, every T's crossed. The last thing you want is the IRS calling up in your business, because those guys do not believe in no type of lube. So, Mudahar makes his couple of videos. Carl makes his couple of videos. The Completionist puts out his rebuttal to all this, his response, threatens litigation. Excuse me. And then, because if you remember in the original videos that Carl and Mudahar put out, there were segments in there that they used, because when this all first started, Mudahar and Carl got the Completionist into a Discord call. Remember this? Yeah. Well, some more of that dropped a couple of days ago. I'm not for sure how this Twitter user, Solace and Dread, I don't know. They are a 1,600 they're a follower. Says game character analysis, Star Ocean Fanatic, Nintendo, Square Enix, Capcom, USA, creator for Zeldathon, Biz, Solace. Anyway, I don't know who this person is. Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. But this is the person that I saw that first put this out. It says, did Gerard allude to paying Muda and Carl off? New audio recordings of the Completionist begging Carl and Muda not to bring this to light. He knew he was going to get canceled, citing attachments to controversies like JonTron and Pro Jared. How does this keep getting worse? So let's listen to this Discord call.
The last thing I want to do is ruin the legacy of my family, of my mom and her memory, especially because this is such a personal thing for the last 25 years of my life. I'm not trying to be like, do you guys want money to help me hide this? It's not what this is at all. I'm just asking from a humanity perspective of, like, if I am the target of this, I have 20 mouths to feed. I have sponsors. I have a business. I'm trying to make video games. I'm trying to get out of content creation so I don't have to worry about YouTube anymore and do better things in the world. And I just know, because of my track record of things like G4 exploding, me being friends with JonTron when he was a racist, I've been a part of, Pro Jared, pulling one thread about the charity thing is going to upheave my entire life in a way that scares the living crap out of me. And I don't want to go home tonight and tell everyone, hey, there is a gigantic thing coming to claim my career, and you all have to close down and find somewhere else to do. I know this is shitty me to say this. I'm not trying to ask for sympathy or anything.
But yes, you were. you are laying on guilt. You're like, I've got 20 mouths to feed. This is going to destroy my family legacy. If I slip you a couple of bucks, he doesn't come right out and say, hey, I'll throw you some money if you make this go away. But dadgummit, he tiptoes up to the door and gently knocks, right? Just says, he's like, guys, can we do something to maybe, I don't know, sweep this under the carpet or something? Because, and he starts listing out his God, prayed of his failures. G4, Pro Jared, Jontron.
But this kind of stuff, I mean, I've been following your guys' stuff for years. The stuff with Billy Mitchell, Carl, the stuff that you've done, Muto, with tons of content creators over the years. Like, there's no nuance to this. People are going to see this, and they're going to immediately go, that Gerard guy who's been nice to a bunch of people actually isn't very nice overall. Fuck him. Let's get rid of him. And
you know what this sounds like to me, honestly? When my boys were growing up and they would get into trouble, we'd catch them doing something. They start making excuses about why, well, this and that, and trying to deflect and point to other things, trying to justify. Look, I don't know so much if I'm not going to sit there and say the completionist is like a horrible human being, or that he deserves to be, beat about the head or anything of that nature. But either A, he got way in over his head and he didn't get the right people around him, like sort of professional, a person that's trained how to deal with charitable organizations and finances and stuff. He didn't get the right persons or team around him to handle this, and it just snowballed on him. Maybe that's what he's guilty of. I don't know. I know now that they have donated like $60,000 or $600,000 to a charity, one of the ones that he named frequently, and that's good, right? Better late than never, right? I guess. But then there's still a lot of things that are very, still hanging out there. They're just kind of looming over these clouds over his head, like, because there's still questions asked, like I said, like talking about the golf tournament, like where was the monies from that? Because based on figures and stuff that he gave, that both Carl and Muda showed in their streams, or not their streams, but their videos, whatever. This money that's missing, like where is it at, right? Where? Because you have to understand that, just like I'm sure each and every one of us at some point in our time in our lives, we've donated to certain organizations, right? Because they're raising funds for this or that or whatever. And so we're like, our expectation is that money is going to help the people that are in need for whatever charity there is being, being discussed, right? So in lieu of the fact that the completionist has now threatened litigation against Mudahar and Carl. Now, Carl is already in the middle of litigation with Billy Mitchell because of that whole deal. He's facing litigation there. There's a actual lawsuit that is ongoing right now. I'm not going to get into all that. That's maybe a story for another time. But because the completionist has threatened litigation, Mudahar put this out, tweet out, said, for transparency, for transparency's sake, both Carl and I agreed to release the entire call, given recent threats. Here it is for anyone who's interested, listen below. So he released the first one on Twitter. And then he also put a link up for the where he has it on YouTube as well. So if you want to listen to the full unedited, well, not the full, the part one, the full part one unedited, I guess would be the correct proper way to say this. Just go to Mudahar's Twitter account and you'll see the link right there. Mudahar further goes on to say, recent threats mean potential lawsuits. I have no reason to honor anything when I'm being threatened in such a manner. I don't know who this Einstein here is. Rob M. Frawley II says, yes, you do. This is only going to continue to incite your fan base to go after him. Please stop. It's a bad look even for you. And then, of course, Nicholas DiOrio says 16 IQ take. Here's the thing. Rob Frawley II. When people start threatening lawsuits and they make certain assertions and they say things like, I was accused of embezzle or what was it? Forgery, and I was accused of this and I was accused of that. If there were any type of I will put it this way, gentlemen's agreements, right? Which I assume that's kind of what Mudahar and Carl had with the Completionist, was a gentleman's agreement, saying, well, okay, well, this won't go public or whatever. When you start throwing counter accusations and you start threatening of lawsuits, because you're saying that everything was falsely reported, and you come across and you try to start thumping your chest like you're King Kong, right? No, the gentleman's agreement is out the window. You're not owed anything at that point. And here's the thing you have to remember, Rob M. Frawley II, is that this man and his family and his organization sat on top of over $500,000 rather than donate it, where it could have been going to research to further the treatment or cure of dementia. Let's not lose sight of the problem here. The problem isn't that Mudahar released part one of the call. The problem is that the Completionist and his organization and family sat on over $500,000 that had been donated for the treatment and potential cure of dementia, something that their mother passed away. It is a horrible disease because I've actually had family members and friends that have passed for the same thing. It's a horrible, horrible disease. It robs the person of all dignity, right? So let's not lose let's not lose track of what the real issue is here, Rob. And your 16, as Nicholas DiOrio accurately states, your 16 IQ comment there. Anyway, so just when you didn't think it could get any worse for the Completionist, it does. Because I think it's going to get deeper and deeper and worse and worse. Anyway. And I understand, when someone that you look up to, someone that you admire online does something that's heinous, right? You're in shock. You're like, what do I, how? Because it's kind of like your apple cart gets turned upside down, right? Well, it doesn't have to, right? Because the thing that I'm going to tell, and I've said this, for all the years that I've been watching creators on YouTube, right, since probably about end of 2015 or so, beginning of 2016, I've had numerous people throughout that time, creators that I've watched or whatever, that's made this statement, right? Don't ever look up to a YouTuber. Don't admire them. Don't think that they're good people. Don't. And that includes me. Put me at the very tip top of that, you know, yeah, I get to do some cool stuff and I get to help some people, and that's awesome. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a good dude, right? Just because I do some good things, I can be and am just a real pain in the butt most times. If you talk to the people that are close to me that knows, they will tell you, yeah, he's a pain in the ass. You talk to my wife, you talk to my sons, right? Talk to the people that I talk to that are within my tightest inner circles online. Ask D-Max. Ask my podcast co-hosts. So Wookie Z, forgetting to donate your dementia charity. Money is just too poetic. Well, it's ironic, is it not? I mean, it is definitely ironic. Good night. But anyway, moving along, because that's enough of that. Peepaw creates villains with his philanthropy. Yeah, possibly. And I'm probably the biggest villain of them all, Ren, quite honestly. That's when people, people try to, like host me up, like because trust me, guys, all I'll do is I will wind up hurting, disappointing you. So yeah, I am the villain. Exactly. I am the one who knocks, right? So anyway, so I'm sure you guys have all seen this, but just in case you haven't. So this happened the other evening. The Streamies, the annual Streamies that H3H3 does, had a very interesting opening.
What is up, everyone? Tipster here. Well, as some of you H3 fans may know, I'm the guy who says, cheers, my dudes. Love ya. No. And I would just like to take a moment to thank you all for joining us for the Stevie Awards tonight, live at the Dolby Theater. Now, before we kick things off here, I want you all to take a moment to make a toast with me. So if you got yourself a drink, go ahead and raise it for me. And at the count of 3, I'm going to have you all do a good cheers, my dudes, for me. Got it? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cheers, my dudes! Okay, now with that on the way, let's go ahead and let's get this show started. Take it away, H3 crew. Love ya.
So, anyway, Tipster opened up the Streamies for the H3 podcast. Now, there has been some interaction and people out there, whatever else. Look, Tipster does what Tipster does, and so I'm not going to sit there and good for him. The thing about it is I have not always liked some of the things that H3H3 has done. I think he's definitely been extremely biased when he's done some of his videos and stuff on certain people. Not that those people didn't warrant and didn't deserve some of the stuff, because there was definitely some things in there that was definitely accurate and should have occurred. But irrespective, he was presented with an opportunity to be a part of an event like that, and so I guess good on kudos for the Godfather there, right? Pigeon Salad member for 4 months. Here's to the evil volcano-based fund law. Good, glad to be a member for 4 months. Pigeon Salad, thank you so much. What's that? People out here slinging equipment to make sure we keep a healthy amount of cows in our pasture. Hashtag McDonald people, I guess. Whatever. You know, I'll tell you one thing, right? Now that the curtain is out, right, everyone, the giveaway, right, or the person we helped, Badwick, right, which I was glad to do. I was, he had been recommended, and looked into the logistics of it and everything. And I was like, sure, why not? He is a very avid creator. I think he feels a very intricate part of our what do you call it? Our community, our ecosystem. Um, his Turtle Islands are not like my cup of tea per se, but the community seems to really enjoy it. When you get that many, and I have been on there a time or two, so when I say this, I am including myself. When you get that many retarded people together and they start yelling and shouting and screaming, it's going to be entertaining to people. I 100% I get that, right? But I'm going to tell you something. There was some logistics, to say the least, because in case you guys didn't know, he lives in Canada and I live in the States. Now, trying to get equipment shipped to another address just within the States, like if I order something as minuscule as like a microphone or a monitor, or even the times when I like did the little refurb PCs for like Pizzle and Ico and stuff, right? Getting that delivered to another address when I'm quote me, whatever is purchasing it, that in itself can be problematic at times because fraud alerts and all this stuff, right? Because that's one of the biggest things that scammers try to is technology, right? Because they can easily turn around and flip it for quick cash and stuff, right? So that's a hurdle. You don't even want to know about trying to ship it to a whole nother country, right? So I had to wind up having the PC shipped here to my house. Then I had to find a way to ship it from here in Arkansas all the way up to where he lives in Canada. And let me explain something to you guys. There is paperwork that you have to fill out. Well, I don't know the exact specific terms, but it's kind of like bills of lading and stuff, because it's crossing from one country into another country. And if you don't fill that crap out right, if you don't get the right codes on it, and if you don't do the right stuff, they reject that and send it back, right? And then you have to look at the cost of shipping, right? And I can't remember how much it was. It was over $100, right? Just in shipping costs because of international cost to ship it, right? And I was like, so I be honest with you. Now I was glad to do it. Yeah, America doesn't want Canada doesn't want our American Coronas, I guess. I don't know. Now I was glad to do it and whatever, and I went through that whole experience. But I'm gonna be honest with you. And I hate this, but right now I'm leaning more towards not doing anything international anymore, just because of the additional costs that it entails, and all the extra paperwork and stuff. The paperwork was on me, so that was just my time, so that's not that huge of a deal. But the additional cost, because the whole thing is right is to try to get technology and stuff into people's hands to help them do streaming and things like that. But if the money that you guys are entrusting me with is getting ate up in shipping costs and all that other kind of crap, right? Then I think in my personal opinion, that is not a good use of the money, right? Amazon wish list, baby. Okay, all right, fine. So, but the thing of it is you still have to deal with getting it shipped, or because getting it from one country to another. That's the whole thing, right? So maybe for smaller things, whatever, it may not be that big of a deal. Like for a microphone, I might possibly be able to go to like Amazon Canada, whatever, and get it shipped to them. I don't know, right? Or a monitor, things like that. But PCs and all that kind of stuff, I don't think that's going to be a thing I'm going to be able to do internationally anymore. It's just too many. It's just too much, and it's just too pricey, right? So because part of the thing is too, guys, right, is you have to, okay, so you pay for the computer, right? So I paid for the computer, it was shipped here. Part of the shipping cost, right, is you have to declare its value, right? And then you have to pay money again, like essentially think like an import tax, to send it into another country. So there was money on top of the part of the shipping cost. It wasn't just shipping, it was this excise tax or whatever it is they called it, to actually take it into Canada. It was just like, holy crap. Let's pay taxes everywhere. I hate paying taxes. I don't care to what country. $5 from Strictly Patrick. If it really comes down to it all, help step up with shipping internet. Well, I appreciate that, Strictly Patrick. But like I say, I honestly, I'm telling you, I'm going to do some real hard like contemplation on this going forward, because I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. Quite honestly, I just don't know. But anyway, getting back to the whole thing with Tipster and H3H3, because I chased a rabbit there a little bit. So Nicholas DiOrio put out a tweet where he showed a little clip of the stream. He says, "I apologize to H3. In a previous tweet, I called him unfunny. I did not do the proper research."
The world is wrong with you. You're 55, and I certainly expect better from you.
Okay, I'll try to do better, Leo. I'll try to do better. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So anyway, so anyway, Nick put out a tweet saying, he would try to do better. And then Tipster quote tweeted, says, "Damn, bro, if you're going to ride my dick this hard, at least make sure to make me, complete there, whatever, right?" A little bit early for that, I think, but whatever. But anyway, I was just like, damn, Tipster. He was paying a compliment. It was fun. It was entertaining. And you can't take it. You just cannot take the compliment. I thought that's a bit much, but whatever. Wookie Z is in Australia. It's okay. We need less of us on the internet. Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust Amazon with a whole new PC now. I think about it. Yeah. The thing of it is, and here's the deal too, right? With ordering one of the PCs or something off of Amazon, even the ones like, and there's like, I was looking last night, right? Because, I've had a couple of people actually, be presented to me, for needing, as potential candidates for the philanthropy fund. So last night because I thought, well, maybe I might be able to do something, one more little thing here before the end of the year, right? We're real close to the wire, but I possibly could squeeze one in. It'd be a little bit late. Wouldn't necessarily get for Christmas or whatever, but whatever. And I'll honest with you, there's just not a whole lot. I mean, the the marketplace is like really thin on because I think everything's been bought up, because of the time of the season, whatever, right? So probably going to just have to wait till after the first year before we do anything else. But as far as that type of stuff. But I was looking at stuff, and it's like these companies that take these desktops, like what I got for Pizzle and for ICO. And granted, they're not like major gaming machines or anything like that. They're just refurb workstations, like from some company, whatever, but they're not bad. And if you're just doing basic type, like web surfing and doing some basic type streaming, like if you're making the videos, like for example, like Pizzle makes, that machine I got her is perfect for her, right? She doesn't play, she's not playing games, and she's not doing that kind of stuff. She shows some video clips, or she shows some tweets and things like that, and she records with OBS, and then she sometimes edits. More times she does it, she just does it as one raw cut. We're working with her. We're trying to encourage her to edit. We may get there, we may not, I don't know. But anyway, those things like that are fine. But I noticed, right, like these companies have started putting LED, like the little peel off LED strips and stuff inside those Dell workstations, saying LED computers, and marking them up even more in price. And I'm like, you pieces of crap, are you serious? You put some LED. Now here's the thing, right? Some unsuspecting parent wanting to get little Johnny or Susan a gaming PC, and they see one, oh, here's one for $500-600, and then everything else is like $1,000 or $2,000 or things, something like that, right? They say, well, I can't afford the $2 or $3,000 machine here. I'll get this $600 machine or whatever, and they get it, and the thing probably is pushing its limits to like maybe run Minecraft or what's that other one, Fortnite, something like that. It probably could maybe run that, but it's not going to run any of the Call of Duty, Modern Warfares. It's just not. It's just going to be unplayable. It's going to be, the frames are going to drop so hard because the graphics cards and those things they're just bottom of the barrel. They're like 4G and old they're like, because they're like in the 10 series NVIDIA. And they just it's like say four gens old, or 4 generations old. And but like I say, for what like what Ica was doing and what Pizza was doing, it was fine, right? So I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. I've got to. This is part of the thing, right? You have all these people come, right, and I like want to help everybody. I swear to God, I want to help everybody. If I could. If literally and truly, if I could afford to just, every time someone brought, someone to me saying, hey, this streamer, this creator, this whatever, I would get them, I get them all Meta PCs. Well, that's just not realistic right now, right? Because you're looking at, with shipping and everything else, you're looking at $1,700 to $1,800 bottom price machine on each, to be able to do most of what they would need to do. And I hope one of these days that's where I get to, where like once a month I could do that and give away a Meta PC to people. That would be my dream, to be able to do that, once a month. The fact that we were able to actually do it the first year blows my top, and I'm so thankful to all of you guys, because you guys are ones that made it possible. It wasn't me, by no means. What I need, Wookie says, what I need to do is start a charity, but wait till it's over 600,000 until you start buying PCs. Yeah, I could. Yeah, sure, Wookie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or I'm just putting this out here. Or I basically could spend every cent that I'm given every year and run a zero balance, which is what I'm trying to do. Didn't quite make it this year. I had like about 400. Well, it's gonna probably be a little bit over $400 because I've got to wait for December's payout from YouTube. So I'm gonna probably have closer to, like, I'm thinking maybe about $600, something like that, to start the new year off. But I promise you, when January rolls around and stuff, 100%, we're going to do something for somebody somewhere. What, I don't know yet, but we will. Because the bottom line is I don't want to have like a big balance in there, because then it's not doing what it was intended to do, which is to help people, right? So anyway, where we at? 722. What have I got? I think I'm gonna save this story for another day because it's a horrible story and I don't want to end on a downbeat. That's a horrible one too. I guess we can do this one. This one's kind of funny. This one will be kind of funny. We can kind of talk about this one a little bit. So, all you single people out there, right? I don't know. Can I fix your internet, please? No, I can't. I wished I could, Maggot, but I can't. That's just that's beyond the scope of what I can do. Have you contacted your local ISP? Or maybe try this. I hear this helps sometimes too. Have you tried rebooting your modem and your router if they're two separate devices? Sometimes if you'll pull the power cord out of the back of it and let it sit there for like 30 seconds or so and then plug it back in, sometimes that'll that clears it all out and it will allow it to come back up. Have you tried that? You're a villain and what's that? You're a villain after all. Stop messing with my internet. Oh, got taken out by the storm. Yeah. Nah. Well, I can't do anything about that. I can't control the weather. So anyway, so you single people out there that are Tinder fans or Tinder users or whatever, they've launched a new tier subscription plan. It's $500 a month, right? 1 month, $500. By tapping continue, will be charged. Your subscription will auto renew for the same price. I don't know what does this get you. What does this get you? I don't know. I mean, Nicholas Dior says just pay for hookers, right? Leon Lush says finally a tier worthy of a real man. I don't know, right? What? $500 a month? What? Listen, guys, I don't know what to say about this because I've never used, even when I was single, they didn't have them. Well, so they kind of had dating things back then when I was single. But what it was you would go to like your local mall and you would sit down and they would I actually did a video back years ago on this, but they would actually do like you would sit down and do a VHS recording tape of you, whatever. And there's a video stream I did that on here where we talked about the Tinder of the 80s. But anyway, you'd go in and record a video, whatever, and then people would pay, and then they'd come in, watch other videotapes and say, yeah, I'd like to meet this guy, whatever, you get the information, and then you would be able to contact him, whatever. It's some of those videotapes, man. Holy crap. It was wild back in the 80s, y'all. It was wild out in these streets in the 80s. But I never did, even because I was married and, and all that. So signing up D9 Max. Mame says she's ready for a daughter-in-law. Get him the $500 a month subscription. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Mames. Capital W on that one. 100% capital W on that one. I'm sure Mames knows what I'm talking about. She's from my generation. Yeah. I mean, they had those things in the malls back in the day, right? 100%. They, some of that stuff. Like I said, I did a stream where we went over that and talked about it. It's here on the channel somewhere. You'd have to find it. But some of those guys were crazy and stuff. But anyway, I can't get over that, man. $500 a month, man, for a freaking Tinder. What is that like? Is that like guaranteed you get to do the horizontal mumbo at the end of the date? Is that what that is? So I don't know, man. That's weird. Oh, who we got in waiting to call? Who is this? Yes. Good morning.
You want to know what the perks of this is, people?
Are you a subscriber of the $500 tier there, Seth?
Of course I am.
Okay, so please enlighten us. What is it, Seth?
Okay, so first of all, you have to, before you can even pay this, okay, you have to apply for Tinder Select because it's apparently it's like, I guess it's like 5-star dining, but in like dating form, okay? Where it's only the most like engaged and sought after people on Tinder that can like get into it. So basically what it makes you do is that you pay 500 and it shows you, I guess, like people who are hotter or whatever.
So is this like
That's all it is.
so hang on. So you're telling me for $500 a month that you get those LA 10s and not the Arkansas 8s? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But also, I don't know if you know how Tinder works, but
No, I
basically it's
don't.
also no, yeah, of course not. Basically, it's like you can only message people who like where you both like have swiped right or whatever, where it's like you both agreed that you
Uh-huh.
like each other, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
With this, you get a couple of like, I think it's like twice a week or something, you
Mhm.
or a day maybe, I don't know. You can message people who haven't like said yes to you. So it's basically like if someone doesn't want you, you can still message them and be like, please want me.
So hang on, let me get this right. So you are some crypto farmer, neck beard, living in your mama's basement, maladjusted,
No,
socially
no, because
inoperative. No,
that's
no, whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
thing.
Yeah, but if you're paying the $500 a month,
No, because you
right?
still have to be approved to be able to pay the $500.
But okay, but all right. So how stringent is it? Let's just be frankly honest
I'm
about it.
not sure.
If you can pay the $500, they're saying, okay, yeah, you're in. I guarantee that's about the extent of it.
It's probably, yeah, they wouldn't not take someone who is able to pay you $500. Like,
Because here's the thing. This is
that's a
really
bad business model.
here's the thing. This is more for the guys than it is the women, right? The women are they're going. Okay, it's like this. It's like why bars have women's nights, and when they have women's night, the women get to get in there and they get to drink for free. Why? Because then it drags all the loser guys in there, right? That's going to wind up actually buying the women drinks, right? To try to engage in conversation with them because that's their mating ritual. So the bar is not really out any money at all for women's nights, right? So all these loser, knuckle dragging, neck beard, awkward basement dwelling dweebs go into these bars because they all think they're Johnny come lately, hot to trot, macho men to get these women. And that's all this is. This is a money grab. Hey, you know what, Tinder? Good on you. Exploit the idiots. I'm fine with that. Exploit the hell out of them.
It feels like this is the Pokemon of like dating apps. You know what I'm saying?
Why you try to tell me you a broke boy? You ain't get the $500 tier. You broke
No,
boy?
no, but yeah, that's it, right? That's it. Like it's like, maybe you get to message this pretty woman if you give them $500. Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In my day, if you wanted to meet a woman, it was really simple, right? You'd be out somewhere in public. You would see a person that
The
would
fuck
catch.
you mean I'm broke, Megan, by the way? I'm not broke.
No, Seth ain't broke. She got all that money. She's got every little what is it? What's that currency you guys have over there? It's not like real
We have
money.
the kroner.
The kroner. It's not like real money. It's like I don't know. It's like the little pop tops off of a soda bottle.
Yeah.
But
We live in Fallout.
exactly. Back in my day, if there was, you just walked up to them and said, "Hey, how you doing?" Now it could be in a bar, or you could be out in a mall, or you could be out in a park, or whatever it was. You see somebody that caught your attention, you just walk up to them, introduce yourself. Hey, how you doing? You spark up a conversation with them, and you'd ask them out for a cup of coffee, or you ask them out for a drink or something like that. So nothing. The first date was there, never anything. It was just real casual, like a drink or a coffee or something like that, right? The second date might be dinner, right? But you just, you took it real easy. The bottom line is you did not invest a lot of money into the thing until you had a date or two to see if there was like some chemistry, right? And that's why when I see these videos, stuff like these TikTok videos and stuff, where these women get upset because the guy is not taking them to like some non-chain type restaurant that is You're looking at probably $100 or plus a plate. And if they're not taking them on the first date, they're like, well, what is now? Why should the guy do that?
No, it's actually a reverse psychology, people. Because if he does that, he's bad with money, and he's never gonna be able to keep a
Yeah,
household afloat.
yeah.
So that's why if he does that, you don't go out with him.
So hang on here. What is this? Iron Duck says, Peepaw making it sound like Seth buying shit with rupees in Hyrule. Well, that's
Yeah,
essentially
bro.
what it is. Have you ever seen a picture of Seth? She kind of looks like Link.
Do I?
Yes, you do. Let me see.
I'm
Hang
actually.
on. Let me
I
see
don't
here.
know.
I think I've got a pic. Hang on here. Let me just see here.
I got the little tunic.
Link from Zelda. Go to the. Okay, here we go. There's a picture. All right. So, and then I got to come over here to pictures. Is it here? Nope. Where is the pictures? Where did I put that?
I could be both. Leslie Halls. Could be both.
Let me see here.
I identify even with movie going.
I've got a picture somewhere with.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a picture of me. You could
Well,
you could literally just open up the clears one.
anything, right? Yeah, but here we go. Open with.
You're struggling a lot for someone in IT, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. All right. So here's Link. Of course, everybody knows what Link looks like, right? That's Link. There's Seth. There's Link. There's Seth. Link, Seth. They're the same. They're the same. You're the same. 100%.
I don't know what I was thinking either. That picture's awful.
You sent it to me, so you get what you get.
I posted on Twitter is what I did.
Well, whatever it was, I have it somewhere around here where you're in blackface. I couldn't find that. That was the one I was really going to use. Was the one when you
No,
was in black.
that one's still on Twitter. That one's still up if you want to.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about it.
I don't know. I've been told I look like Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. The one with the little kid. I've been told I look like the little kid from that game.
I don't know about all that, but I definitely think you look like Link, and you probably do. Your currency's probably like a rupee. So
I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it, people.
That's fine. That's because you're
I'm
blind.
gonna start walking around just smashing pots.
You know what? You're too close to the. You see, you're too close to the subject to be able to see it. So you have to be able to step away like I can, and I can see it.
I'm gonna use that argument forever now. That's such a good argument. You're just too close to the subject, so that's
you're
why
just
I
too
know
close
more
to
than you.
Exactly. You're just too close. You just can't. Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Do you have a little fairy that follows you around like Link?
No, I put it in a blender after it said, "Hey, listen," for the 5th time. It's fucking annoying, bro.
Why is it annoying? I don't understand.
It's the worst character in any game.
Oh God.
What's the name? Nami, whatever. Stupid ass little.
I don't know what. It's been so long since I've played Link or played Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
I think the last time I played Zelda was when I had my N64.
Oh, really?
I think Chrono, was it the Chrono of Time? Was that it? Chrono, whatever it was. Where you had that little whistle, you bring out the little whistle.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. You would blow the little whistle thing and it would port you to different things and stuff. That's the last one I remember playing. And that's probably that's been what, 20 years ago at least? Ocarina. I don't know how you say that, but yeah, that's it. That's the last Zelda I remember playing. So
yeah, Majora's Mask fixed that shit so hard. It's also the best Legend of Zelda game. Take
the what?
Majora's Mask is the best Legend of
Oh,
Zelda game.
I don't know. I didn't play that one, so I don't know. So
Okay, remember during our is it out yet, the Invader V thing?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think so. Yeah, well, no, I think that's the one I've got to edit, and it's coming out like next week. I think
Okay.
because we've got the last grade A under A is going to be released today
Hit
to
day.
members only. To members only. So
No, okay. Well, become a member of Clearest Math Guy.
yeah,
You know, give
you
us money
and
so
if
I
you
can pay for my Tinder Select.
you pay for your Tinder Select exactly. So at
Yeah.
500 rupees, it doesn't come easy, and
Yeah.
and they won't let Seth in just on her looks alone. She has to actually pay the $500. So
How dare you?
what? That
How dare you?
I think that's a logical assumption because you said you were paying for it.
Well, I mean, you are paying for it. You just also have to meet the requirements. So it's like I'm very pretty and funny and everything, and people really want me, but I also pay 500.
Mm.
You know?
Hang on, Maggot says, "Did you say happy birthday to my wife yet, people?" No.
Yeah, did you?
Is it Bunny's birthday today?
Yeah, it is. You didn't see the post on Twitter?
No. Let me go to the
She's so
Twitter.
cute. Well, I mean, it is a bit. I don't know if you can look at it, people.
Why? You don't think
Because it
my
does. It's got her ass in there. Yeah, I'm
so?
not complaining. I'm just saying.
Oh, there's the little balloons. Well, yeah, I can't show that probably on the. I can't probably show that on the YouTubes, but I can look at it.
Well, I can look at it. I look at it every day.
Oh, happy birthday. Well, okay. So here's what we'll do. Just for Bunny, right? Because I think the world of Bunny, right? So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bunny. Happy birthday to you. So there you go.
Happy birthday, Bunny.
Happy
You're hot as
birthday.
fuck.
You know what? She's cute. And I think she's pretty.
do be the apple of my eye, though.
I do believe she's beautiful inside and out. I think she has a beautiful heart too. So what do you think about
I
her
don't know. I
son?
haven't cut her open, but
Well, I judge a person's heart by the way they treat others. I don't have to dissect them, Seth.
okay. Well,
What do you think
I'm a
about that?
simple man. I'm a simple man. She's got tits. She's got ass. I love her.
What do you think about her Christmas Santa Claus thing? You think she's been a good girl? You think Santa Claus is going to come see her?
Of course.
You think
yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even though he's not real, which we've established.
Well, he's not real for you.
Well, he isn't real. I don't.
Well, yeah,
So
but
that's fine.
you guys. So okay, so you celebrate Hanukkah, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I also celebrate Christmas, though. I celebrate both. I get the best of both worlds.
you get the best of both worlds. Okay, so Hanukkah, you guys don't have like a figure or whatever like Santa Claus, right? You got it because yours is it's steeped into the well, it's from the Bible, right? It's more
Yeah,
it's
Saint
biblically
Nicholas.
it's biblical based, right?
But,
Whereas
but most of the Bible is built on the Torah anyway. So
well, yeah, because it's the Torah is the first six books of the Old Testament. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know, man. I think nowadays most people just use Santa for Hanukkah as well.
Do they?
There's this I can't remember for the life of me, but there is this little dog that used to go around bringing gifts as well.
I seem to remember there was, Adam Sandler's Jewish, right?
Yeah.
And I want to
Eight Crazy Nights.
yes, didn't he did a video or a cartoon and they had like and there was I think Tommy C maybe did a show this one time back in the days. there was a like an old video from like the 80s, whatever, where they had this guy dressed up like as it was like a dreidel or something. They were handing out the little gold coins or something that was
Yeah.
chocolate. Am I remembering that right, or is that am I?
That I mean it's true, but it's you know what? It's not doing us any favors when you do
No,
shit
it
like
really
that.
was.
Like
It really
yeah, it
wasn't,
doesn't.
because there is a
Yeah, they got five-ish. I guess yeah,
five-ish,
that's true.
five-ish.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
Is that the little character or symbol,
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess, of the Jewish Hanukkah? Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing with the whole little gold coin stuff, it really didn't do y'all's the stereotype for you for Jewish people any
yeah.
favors at
You
all.
know, five is just like an actual like dollar bill. I think if I remember
Oh,
correctly,
is
like a fiver.
let's see if I can find it here. Let's see here.
Yeah, we don't do that here though. Like that's like a New York Jew thing. I reckon. Like
Hang on,
it's just an actual guy dressed up as a dollar bill. That's really not helping the stereotypes at all.
you don't think so?
No.
So this probably gonna get me claimed. Every time I do anything with you that relates to your culture and your heritage, gets me claimed. Like the chair song, that's got me claimed. They
Yeah,
claimed that
have an
crap on me.
idea.
Yeah, have a need.
Have an
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, it was hard though.
Here we go. Let's see here.
Oh, look at this.
So yeah, it's a guy dressed, or a person. I'll say a person because I don't know if it's a guy or not. Dressed up in a yeah.
Weird. Wave your hands and bring them down. Slide right, slide left, turn around.
So that's a $5 bill. So it's not even like a dollar
Yeah.
bill. They went with the old
Yeah,
Abe
no,
Lincoln.
yeah. That's why he's called five-ish. It's 'cause
Five-ish.
he's-
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's a fiver.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
All right. So, okay. So, shtick aside and comedy aside, whatever. So, I'm curious. I'm honestly curious. So traditionally, like a traditional, like Jewish, because I know you guys, you have the 8 nights, but then you have at the very end of the 8 nights, you have like a dinner or whatever, right?
Yeah,
What's that called?
I don't know. Dinner.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a special thing, whatever, that you celebrate the like Hanukkah, the final whatever, right? And they're like a special
Yeah.
dinner or something, but you don't know what that's called.
No. I think I'm the worst person to ask about this because it's like I'm mostly just genetically Jewish. I'm not really
Okay.
culturally that
So
involved.
you're basically what the cat. So you're like basically a non-practicing Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Passover is in April usually. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like Easter. It's around Easter.
Yeah. Passover is because the Christians actually do Passover and stuff too, right? So is Shabbos? Is it how you say
Shabbos? No, Shabbos is
Shabbos? Okay.
Shabbos is just the last day, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay. So you're saying you are the worst possible person to have a conversation about the Jewish faith and your practices. You're the worst person I could pick to have that conversation with. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah. See, like if Ember Lily knows more about it than I do. Like
Okay.
I show up at my parents' house and they give me presents and they give me food and then I leave. Like that's kind of
Okay, so is there?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the so when you show up to parents, you do the exchange of gifts and whatever. Do you guys have like traditional foods that your mother fixes on the when you guys do this
no,
or no?
no.
So it could be it's different every year or whatever, right?
No, she makes the same thing every year, but it's just like Danish food.
Oh, so it's more cultural versus faith based foods, right?
Yeah, no, like it's just random like potatoes and shit, you know.
Okay. Well, see, like for
Um,
example, like so I know I talked briefly about this on Clear as Mud, but my mom, the one big holiday that's like her thing, right, is Christmas. That's her holiday, right? And so
yeah,
she wants all of her kids and her grandchildren and stuff um at her house for Christmas Eve. That's when we get together. It's her night, right? And you have to be there unless you're like basically in the hospital or dead. Um, and so there's like she has certain dishes that she prepares, right? Now
yeah.
this has no ties or whatever. This is just her traditions, right? Like she makes these what they call they're sliders, right? But they're not like hamburger sliders. These are she makes them with like deli meat, like turkey or ham,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
like that. And then they're served in these like little brown and served rolls, and she puts the deli meat, and then she puts like cheese, and then she tops them. And she puts them all like in a pan, right? Like a baking or roasting pan or whatever,
Yeah.
and she puts all that in, and then she has this mixture that I think it's like maybe like I don't know, it's herbs and whatever and butter and whatever, and then she brushes that all over top of the buns, and then she bakes them in the oven, gets them good and hot and toasty, and they're really good little sandwiches and stuff, right? At least she calls them sliders. In the South, and maybe other parts of the country, I don't know, but I know in the South, like Southern women keep those things made up and frozen in their freezer. So like when someone passes away, they can take them and they just take them and drop them off and say, hey, just put in the oven, heat it up. And it's a quick little meal for the family and stuff. So they don't have to cook. Yeah. What?
But I mean, that's kind of. Are you saying they just keep them in the freezer like all the time, just in
Yeah.
case someone passes away?
Well, always, someone's always dying. See, and here's the thing. This is the thing about the South, right? In the
People
South,
just be dying.
well, no, in the South, everybody knows everybody, right? We're all neighbors or whatever. You're just tied and connected every way through church or through just whatever their friends and family in and around you, right? And so like they'll have a pan of these things made up, and then when someone passes, they can just take and it'll be in the little like throwaway aluminum pans, you know, and they
Yeah,
take
yeah.
them. They just in that way they don't have to worry about getting the dish back to or nothing, and the family can just take and they'll heat those up, and it's so the family doesn't have to cook or whatever, right? And then when they do it, then they'll make up another one to take its place in the freezer. And that's what people do and stuff. And because in the South, if someone passes, you just get inundated with food. Like people drop off buckets of um, uh, uh, like buckets of chicken from KFC, or they'll bring in cakes, and they'll bring in pies, and they'll bring in pots of pinto beans. The whole thing is,
Maybe, I've always lived in a really modern culture, okay? But
yeah,
that's like if someone passes away here and you want to
yeah,
give them food, you
yeah.
just usually go to the store and get like a fucking a, a tray of Danishes or whatever, and you drop it off.
Sure. And yeah, and people do that, right? Like they'll bring in like stuff for breakfast as well, right? And they'll bring in things of coffee, so they can make coffee and jugs of juice and things like that. Yeah, because when that happens, the family there'll always be like typically one home that the family members all will like kind of migrate to. And so when all of a sudden you've got people coming into your home, you're not necessarily prepared to feed all these people. And so and yeah, so not, okay, so not your typical mom says, yeah, we do it up north too, right? Yeah, so it's not just the South, yeah. But I lived up north for a little while, but I never had to deal with anyone passing up there, so I didn't. But I've lived the majority of my life has been in the South, and I definitely knew that was something. But yeah, yeah, it's just it's what they do for the people, right? They just so they don't have to worry about cooking. They just worry about warming stuff up. I know, like when my dad passed away, right? we had people dumping food on us to where we were like, I was never so tired of like fried chicken and stuff in my life. The food, people just kept bringing food and bringing food and bringing. Finally, we had to tell them stop, right? Because you just can't. Your refrigerator won't hold it. It's just you're begging people to take things or go away with it, right? Just take it, please. It's just
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really dealt. I don't know how we deal with like. I haven't dealt with a family member passing away,
yeah.
so I don't really know.
Yeah, Ember's right. Food is a Southern love language, and that's just how people show love and express, condolences and love, right? Or like if somebody gets sick, right? If someone gets sick, right?
You
You
bring
got
soup.
they bring soup and they just everything, right?
Yeah.
It's just what we do. But I'm sure that's not just in the South. I'm sure other parts of the world or country does it as well. But it's just something I grew up with. So anyway.
Wait, Iron Duck says, bro, there's a new thing my family starts doing pre-wakes. We'll have a family get together because someone is at the store. That's crazy.
That is wild. Yeah.
Imagine showing up. So, hey guys, by the way, let's have dinner and have fun. Josh is fucking passing away. Goodbye, guys. Like that's fucked up.
The one thing that always bothered me, and it even to this day it bothers me, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do this over there where you're at, but do you have like family reunions?
Probably. I have a really small family, so.
Yeah. Okay, so here in the States, they do the family reunions, and sometimes when they do this, the family will just go to a whole nother where nobody lives. Like maybe they're going to have their family reunion, maybe at Disney World or someplace like that, whatever. But more times than not, they usually will all gather back to where the patriarch or matriarch of the family is, which would be the oldest living member of the family. So like wherever the great granny or great grandpa or grandmother, grandpa, that type of thing, they'll all gather and they all just come in, right? They all just pile in and stuff, right? Well, families used to do that. My family used to do that every once in a while. And then they just kind of quit. And we haven't done it for years and years and years. And so now our family reunions really are funerals.
Oh, God.
And every time we get, we'll have the funeral. You go through, right, and they've got old Uncle Festus or whatever up there laid out in the casket, and everybody's slinging snot and crying and boohooing. Oh, I just wished I'd have seen him one more time, and yada yada yada. The things that we do, right? And then there'll always be someone that'll go up and just throw themselves on the casket and make a fool of themselves, wailing and crying and carrying on, just acting a fool, right? It happens. It's just what happens, and so you just said, okay, yeah, all right. Poor Aunt Gertrude, she's going to be the one this year. She's going to be the one flailing on the casket. Anyway, you just go on. And so then, whoever this poor old son of a gun is, they just lay him out, then they throw him down in the ground, throw some dirt on him, ashes, dashes, dust, and all that nonsense. All right, so there we go. So then you pile into whatever church is going to be feeding the family. So then all the family, the cousins and the aunts and the uncles and the cousins and everybody, come and pile into this church and they all eat. And it never fails. The conversation turns around to why don't we ever get together and have family reunions anymore? Why is the funeral always the family reunion? That's always the conversation that it comes back to, right? And you just kind of look at these people and you say, well, the reason why is because you plan and then no one ever shows up. That's why. That's why we quit doing them. So funerals actually started becoming the family get-together stuff, right?
Oh, that's so crazy.
Well, that's just the way it is.
No, but it's just wild to me, like that people have all this extended family because it's never been like that for me.
Yeah. Well, my family is so extended. I mean, it is so huge, like. Literally, and I'm not joking, I I cannot swing a stick and not hit a family member where I live. I'm just telling you, it's
God.
just crazy. It's
Oh,
just,
that's awful. It's awful, man.
well, have that much family around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always going to be someone in your business. You're always going to bump into someone and have to talk to them. That's awful.
Sure, that's one aspect of it too, but there's also another that's really cool too. So, like when you have problems and you're needing help with something, that's when all your cousins show up and help you get stuff done.
Yeah, but you got that with your friends.
I would rather have, well, yeah. So then you have cousins, but what you'll find, here's a funny thing: most of your cousin stuff are your friends.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But it's just, yeah, it's. I don't know. I'd go crazy if I had like a fucking grandma or grandpa who'd like, you know, try and like talk to me about what I'm doing all the time. That'd be crazy.
Well, that's probably because you just didn't grow up in that culture, right?
No, but I'm just saying, like, I can't have someone up in my business like you Southerners do.
Well, we
That
okay.
annoys the shit out
So
of me.
I don't think we necessarily are up in each other's business, right?
Yeah, you are.
Nah.
Whenever I've had friends from the South, they always like talking about how with like you know, their family like drama because Uncle Stefan, didn't come to the funeral. Uncle Stefan tried to take
Oh.
the fucking stuff from Grandma's house
Oh
when
yeah,
she
yeah, yeah,
died.
yeah, 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 yeah. You always, yeah, that's one aspect. Yeah, you always have that one derelict, deadbeat family member that, while everyone's at the funeral, they're over there pilfering that person's worldly possessions and stuff, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
they're fart like I don't know, like if fucking someone farts and then the whole family knows about it. Like, come on, bro, I ain't about that.
Yeah, yeah, but again, you didn't grow up in it, so I mean, for us, it's just normal. It's just happenstance. It's just the way it is, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
but here's the thing, too, though, right? What community do you belong on in the internet, Seth? What community do you really associate with?
Oh, Minecraft.
No, drama. You're in the drama community.
Yeah,
What do you?
yeah.
The drama community is nothing more than one big Southern family, because everybody's always up in everybody's business, always. And if somebody does something, or just like maybe Sunday, they're sitting there and they're doing a podcast, and one of them farts. I mean,
Yeah, but that's the difference. Is like here, I can get my drama fill, and I have no obligation. I can just be like, yeah, okay, I think I'm just gonna go play Fortnite for a week or whatever. Like with real life, like family, I'd have to
no,
actually care.
no, you don't. You can walk away from family too. You can take breaks from your family too. I do it all the time. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Mm.
You just step back. It's kind of like that meme where Homer just goes into the shrub, right? That's what you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
with the family. You just kind of, oop, just see myself out. Bye.
You know what though? Like a scary thing, and I don't know if you see yourself like becoming this because you're quite older than me, but it's
Yeah.
like then I remember that like I'm nosy too, so like in
Uh-huh.
like 40 years, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna be that grandma that's getting
Sure.
all up in someone's
Sure.
business.
Well, yeah, but that's going on the assumption that you actually, find someone to marry and have kids with.
Okay, well, chill with that, man.
Well,
I'm working on it.
no, I know you're working on it, and I'm sure I hope you find that one of these days. But let's just be honest, Seth, you're not the most easiest person to get along with sometimes, my
Nah,
dear.
what's that supposed to mean? Elaborate on that.
Well, I think I said it. I don't think I have to elaborate. You're not an easy person to get along with sometimes.
Well, why is that? Why is that?
Why is what?
Why is that? Why am I not easy to get along with? Aren't we getting along right now?
Yeah, but this is a rare occasion.
Is it? I
Because
think we
you're
get along just
Seth.
fine.
Seth, you're a
We have a
contrarian.
podcast,
Yes, we do, and I think the world of you, and I love you. But
and it's
but
been
you are
going for like 5 months, and it's still going.
sure. Well, it's been going for over 3 years, but yeah, you've been on there for about 5 months.
I've been, yeah.
But you're a contrarian.
No,
Yes.
no,
Case in point.
no. That's just your opinion, man.
Okay, you think? Okay, hang on. we'll just do a poll.
No, because this
Is
church chat, they're gonna be biased, bro. They're gonna be biased, man. I'm just saying.
and I probably didn't spell that right.
I'm not a contrarian. I just don't agree with you all the time, people. That's not a, that's not a,
Yeah,
you just can't,
you don't agree
you
with
can't
nobody,
stand.
Seth. The only person
I
you
agree
agree
with
with is
you.
yourself. Yeah, yourself. You agree with yourself.
No, I agree with banana. I agree with banana most of the time.
You agree with. Okay, when was the last time Banana ever said anything publicly?
I agree
Like,
with Siley most of the time. I agree with D-Max all of the time.
you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right.
Just because I don't agree with you.
So so I'm the problem. But what you're saying
You're
is
the
I'm the
problem,
problem.
yeah.
I'm the okay. And that's a
We're
fair
getting
point. That may
we're
very well
getting to the
be.
bottom of it.
I'm the problem. Okay, yeah,
Oh yeah,
possibly
I'm glad we
so.
got to the bottom of that, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So am I the contrarian then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You think I'm the control? Okay. Well, fine.
No, I don't know. I just think you're coming at me. I don't know what's going on here, man. I'm easy to get along with. I get along. When have
I
I ever had like an actual fight with anyone in this community? Okay, and then look at yourself and say, when have you had a fight in this community?
because I call them idiots.
Yeah,
And
isn't that harder to get along with?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, if you say so. I just agreed with you. Look at that.
So look here. It's
It's that
basically
easy.
it's basically 50-50 on the votes. It's
Yeah, okay. If you call 6% difference.
6% difference. That's why I said it's
Yeah.
almost. It's almost 50-50.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying. Like,
I'm
I
just
think this
saying.
is the first time a poll has ever gone in my favor.
You should be happy. Should I
I'm
end it right now? Should I end it
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now so it's in your favor? Okay. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
end it right now. See, that's how
Yeah.
agreeable I am. I'm agreeable. If anyone's agreeable, it's me. So there you go.
I think
40
we're both agreeable.
52
I just
52% says you're not a contrarian. So there you go, Seth.
I'm not a contrarian.
Seth gets a W today. Everyone,
We get a W for the first time.
Seth gets a
I'm easy
W.
to get along with. I do my things. I do the dishes. I take out the trash. I clean the
What does that
bathroom.
got to do with being a contrarian? You don't think
No, I'm
contrarians
just
don't
saying
do
I'm easy
chores?
to get along with, like living with me. So that's why.
Well, I've never lived with you, so I don't know.
No, I'm just saying you have to take my word for it. But like I do
Oh,
my part in the household, so I don't get why I'm not married with kids. I don't get it.
yeah. Well, a lot of people said they couldn't vote because they're on mobile, and so I feel like probably the vote would
No,
have went
stop
different.
that. Stop that.
Pickleton says YouTube needs to fix a polls on mobile.
Pickleton just Pickleton just hates me. Like
Why
he's
would
always hated me.
Pickleton just hate you, Seth?
Pickleton just he's always hated me. I don't know what it is. Ever since FTP, like I first called in, he's been on my on my case.
On your case?
Yeah.
Did you try offering him some rupees?
I thought for a second you said roofies.
No.
No, I did try that. Yeah, I did
Did
try
you?
to roof him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, now he says he loves Seth. Pickleton says he loves you.
He's lying. Absolutely lying.
Seth is selling self trying to save the $500. Well, there you go.
Yeah, please, someone, anyone, love
Yeah.
me.
So
Please.
rabies, yeah, she definitely would give you rabies. I guarantee if she ever bit you because she's a little goblin, she'd definitely give you rabies.
Yeah, that's 100%. I got super rabies.
You got super rabies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've developed it in my own body like a concoction.
So when are we going to play the little game again?
When do you wanna? I got time. I'm off today.
Well, I have to work today. Let's see.
Wait, we
I'm
got a
thinking-
recording too, don't we?
We got a recording tonight. Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
God damn it.
but I think it's Max's turn. I think to
It's
come up
Max's turn.
to come
Okay,
up with the
so
topic.
you know
You just
we
have to
just
show up and flap your gums, which you're good at. So,
well showing up not so much, but flapping my gums.
well,
Yeah, I do
yes, that there is that. But you do live in a whole different part of the world, and time zone does kind of, So,
Yeah. By the way, Ember Lily, yes, I do bite. Hit me up in my DMs if you want to know more.
yeah, Seth bites. Yes, she does. She's a biter. I'm thinking. So I'm thinking maybe Thursday because I'm off work Thursday. I'm planning on doing a morning show that morning, and then probably sometime that afternoon, I'm going to maybe do like a gaming stream, which would probably be close to the time when you get off of work. So maybe we can do something then.
All right, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's get the
Yeah,
gaming on.
yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about streaming as well. I've had the itch to
Yeah.
stream.
You said you like Fortnite. Maybe we play some Fortnite. I think I'm not very good at it, but we can play some Fortnite maybe. Huh?
Didn't D-Max just get his account back?
I think so. Yeah, maybe we can even get D-Max.
Yeah.
We could do some Thursday afternoon Fortnite.
I could teach you guys how to be #1 Victory Royale Fortnite Ninja player.
Shocker, but I've actually been a solo victor and squad victor many times.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta update Fortnite, bro, because that always takes 500 years.
Okay, I
I
will
don't know
make
what the
sure.
fuck they
I will
do to
make.
that game.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make sure that I have Fortnite updated. I will reach out to Maxie and get him lined up for like Thursday afternoon. And can you do person squads or do you have to have
Yeah,
four?
you can do up to 4. You can
Up to
do
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we play no build mode? I really hate when
I
those
hate
little
building.
kids
Yeah,
start
no
building.
building. Will be no building
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah, thank you.
It taxes me anymore just to do the point and shoot things. Back in the day, I was actually a pretty good gamer, FPS gamer. I was actually pretty
Oh,
good.
really? Okay, well,
Yeah.
like you're setting the bar high.
Back now this was in the 90s, the early to mid 90s, right?
Yeah.
I was actually on a Counter-Strike team and we were ranked nationally.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was on a
Is
we
that the
were
original Counter-Strike?
original 1.6.
1.6, yeah.
I started playing Counter-Strike when it was 1.5 and then I got on a team when I was 1.6 when it went to version 1.6. I started playing competitively. There were two different I guess you'd call it leagues back then. You had CAL, which was the Cyber Athletic League, and then you had OGL, which was the Online Gaming League.
Yeah.
OGL was not as high of a caliber as CAL. CAL was really the more pro. OGL was more, I would call it like semi-pro type level competition.
Okay.
In the OGL, we usually were like ranked number 1. In CAL, we were usually within the top. I think the highest we ever got in CAL was we may have been like, I don't think we ever got top 5, but we were probably like in the 6 to 10 range. I think is where we got on CAL.
Okay, I feel like we need to address this. The reason why we didn't invite Gigi is because Gigi has never expressed the want to play a shooter game.
Yeah, I thought all Gigi did was by the way, I need to look that up too, right quick. She did the what is that little game where she makes fun of the peoples?
Sims?
Yes.
Yeah, she plays Sims on Twitch. Follow
on the
Gigi
Twitch. Where's the Twitch?
Well,
she don't have nothing on the.
No, she's terrible at linking her stuff.
Why? Gigi, you're horrible. Update your freaking links, girl. Let's see. Does she have anything out here where she?
And Jessica doesn't even. She can't figure out how to download Fortnite. So.
Don't even get me started. I'm looking through her Gigi's Twitter feed right now for her link to her.
I follow her on Twitch. I'll just post the link.
I think maybe I do too. Let me see. Do I have her? Let's see.
Open up Twitch instead of
I
Twitter.
did. Leave me alone. There it is.
LTE.
Here we go. Do we have any videos out there? Yeah, here we go.
Where this dark lipstick? I
Let's
don't
see
know if I've
here.
seen that.
Live stream.
I'm gonna go. There we go. Go with more of a.
Is this where she's? Yeah, this. Okay, she's making you here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
So
making
while
you.
I tweak this.
So
get
anyway, I'm gonna
Justin
mute this down here a little bit. But no, Gigi. Let's see. How do I do this? How do I share her channel? I don't know how to share.
Just grab the link at the top of the screen. That's it.
Yeah, but that's just for the thing. I
No,
want
no,
her
I'll-
channel. I want her channel. Here we go. There we go. There's Gigi Hearts. That's her Twitch. If you're not subbed to Gigi Hearts on the Twitch, get subbed to Gigi Hearts on the Twitch. So let's see. Who all did she make in this episode? Let's see here. That's Seth.
She's done you in this stream. She just did me, I think, and herself. I think.
Oh, there's Pizzle. Green hair.
Yeah, she was doing Pizzle. Yeah. So she's already made you and D-Max, so she has me and Pizzle. And
Who's this?
then
Is
she
that
needs- she needs
that has to be?
Pizzle.
Is that has to be her, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Okay. So let's see what
Yeah.
else has she got out here.
So she's got all of us lined out, and I know she's got some streams scheduled.
Yeah.
I think one for Friday. I remember she was doing.
Okay. But she's
Oh, well,
she's
Tuesday
basically
or
yeah.
Thursday your time.
So she's basically making a what do you call it? Why is that cutting off? Hang on here. Why is that cutting off? There we go. Let me squeeze it in there like so. There we go. So she's basically making the Clear as Mud into like a content house in Sims 4, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where am
She
I
made
at?
us all look fly as fuck. She did you in a previous stream.
Oh.
Pretty sure she posted it on Twitter.
So here's an older one. Let's see what this is.
That's my unclean clothes.
I don't know who.
Yeah, I always put it in there when it's empty.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
So
here's
my
what.
roommate
Here,
did my laundry.
oh, that was awful nice of him. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Give people all dreadlocks. Why not? That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
Got me way too skinny.
Well, don't worry, she fixes that.
Does she make me
She
fat?
got a lot of criticism actually for that on Twitter when she posted you guys. Just like people needs to be fatter.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Make me fat, rotunda.
You know what? I mean, you know the thing is, see, that's a little more. The thing is actually, and I don't know if you know this, people, but a big part of your charm is that you're a little bit chunky.
I'm a little bit chunky.
Yeah.
I thought I was a lot chunky,
like-
not just a little bit chunky.
Yeah, you're pretty chunky, but it's like a friendly, like chunky.
I'm just like the big lovable teddy bear, you know.
Yeah, that's
So.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm drinking water.
Listen, did you know, like, I've lost, I think, close to like 60 something pounds this year?
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you gonna keep it going?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, what did you, is it just like dieting or
I cut back on my portions.
Oh, it's portion control. Yeah. Okay.
Portion control, and I don't snack like I used to.
Yeah.
So it's cutting out. Yeah.
My dad also tried to lose a bunch of weight at one point, and he was like, he just started eating crisps every night and just not eating anything but crisps. And I guess it worked.
Whoa, Iron Duck says, give Peter Griffin white hair and you're good. Seriously?
Well, congrats on the weight loss, people.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I honestly, when I looked at myself, I didn't really recognize it. But then when we did the recap, you remember on Clear as Mud where we went back and looked at some of the videos?
Yeah.
I could really see in my face how much I had lost. And I was
Yeah.
like, holy. So I felt good about myself for just a little bit until Seth started calling me basically fat again. And,
No, but I think if you lost all your weight, I would be very sad. I think.
why?
You because
Oh,
it's like
because
it's your
you don't
appeal.
you don't want me to be around long. I get it. You want me to die.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
want you to
fine.
be around longer, but I want you
Yeah.
to be fat while you're around. Because it's got your appeal. It's like when I imagine hugging you, it's like hugging a cloud, you know?
Yeah. Seth needs glasses.
Yeah, you gotta stay fat for the views.
Stay fat for the views. Yeah,
Mhm.
thanks, son. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, but it's kind of like, okay, so, all right, what is this actor's name? Hang on here. Let me find this out. I'm going to show you something really wild. All right. So, there's this actor. Let me find him here. Let me think of a good picture. Here we go. Open image, new tab. Okay. All right. So this is an actor. Let me bring this up here on the scene so you guys can see this. This guy, his name is like, I can't remember what his name is. But the way I first came introduced to this actor, his name, it was on a TV show called Mike and Molly. He played a cop from Chicago. He was overweight, and he met this girl named Molly at a what is it, Overeaters Anonymous type support thing, you know?
Yeah.
And she was overweight too. Now, Molly was played by, hang on here, let me find it here. I should have pulled that up too. I'm sorry. Yeah, here we go. So Molly was played by this actress by the name of Melissa McCarthy, right? She's kind of become a bigger star and whatever, right? All right. That show ran its thing. They took it off the air, whatever. So about, I think a year ago, maybe two, because it may be coming up on its third season, the actor that played Mike, this guy, is in a new one show where it's called Bob Hart's Abishola. And he is the owner of a sock manufacturing company, whatever, where they make therapeutic socks and what have you. Well, he has a heart attack and he goes into the hospital and he meets this woman called Abishola, who is a Nigerian immigrant who has immigrated here to the United States. And they fall in love and what have you, right? Look at him now. Look how much weight he's lost. And this is the actress that plays Abishola. It's a great little series. Whoa. I love it. I love it. He's lost, like literally has lost a ton of weight. Billy Gardell is the guy's name. Because he was diagnosed. He had some, heart issues, and he also had diabetes. This guy dropped a ton of weight. He looks it's such a shock to see him here like this, and then you see him like this. When the first time I saw it, when the new show came on, I was like, holy crap. Talk about a shock, right? Because it was such a drastic change. Because I hadn't seen him. He hadn't been on TV. He hadn't done nothing right of it, right? And I was like, if that guy can do it, I can do that. I can get down. I think I could still be, quote, Peepaw and lose. I feel like I probably need to lose like at least a couple hundred more pounds. And
you know what? I commend you for wanting to do that and stuff, but I will start treating you differently, people.
Why would you treat me different, Seth?
Because you're not gonna be like my charming fat people anymore. Now you're gonna be just some old weird guy. Yeah.
I will always be. Listen, just because I lose weight doesn't change who I am. You know that, right? My personality stays the same. You don't think I can't be
Yeah, but it'll
jolly
change
and
my perception of you. It'll change my
well, you need
perception
to
of
be
you.
quit being so superficial.
Nah. It's just not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. You're gonna have to get your new persona that matches, the weight loss.
Okay, well,
As your social media manager, I
that's the
recommend
social.
that you become an asshole when you lose all the weight.
But then I would be colossal, and I can't be colossal.
Well, I'm sure you could. You could probably be better too.
Think I'd be better than colossal.
I mean, I think you're already better than Colossal, but to each their own.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. So
No, I just don't hold him in very high regard. No, I think I'll still love you when you lose weight, people, but it's not gonna be the same. It's not. I hope you know that. I hope you know that you're breaking my heart.
I know. Well, you still love me. You'll still love me. So
Yeah, that's what it is.
and you know it. You know it. So
I'll still love you, but it'll change things definitely.
it'll change everything. You'll just change everything. Well, you could just have to take pictures of me back when I was just a jolly little dude, and yeah, you'll be fine. Beaver says Seth loves Colossal.
I think that's a complete lie. I think Beavers doesn't even know what he's talking about.
He says you swooned over him.
I think he's actively lying to ruin my career right now. So he's coming for my bag, and I'm gonna sue Beavers.
He's coming for your bag.
Yeah, he's coming for my bag, dude. I don't know what Beaver is talking about.
I wonder if D-Max is watching this morning, because I would like to ask him about his mom signing him up for that $500 tier of Tinder. Just what's up?
I think he needs him. I think he needs him.
Let me see. I'm gonna message. I'm gonna see if he can call me in, because that really has got me thinking.
Do you think it's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, have you seen him? I think he needs all the help he can get.
I think that's very rude. Very rude.
Well, how's that rude?
That's very rude. I think D-Max could get his own girl without having to.
Or guy. Well, you got to put him in a bucket.
Or guy.
Yeah, you're trying to put him in a box.
I totally forgot about the part where he's also a little bit of a homosexual.
He is a gay filmmaker.
Yeah.
He's very adamant about that. So.
You know what? I don't say this with any. I say this with the highest contempt. Okay, I think Beavers. I probably love you more than I love Colossal.
That's kind of actually sad.
It seems like a flip. I feel like if we had asked you this like a month ago, you would have said something completely different. But
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, but then he timed me out on his server again.
Oh.
So I have a question for you, D-Max.
Yo, what's up?
So one of the stories that I was covering this morning
Mhm.
was Tinder has launched a new tier plan. It's a $500 a month subscription. And so while I was going over this story and we was talking about it, your mother says she was signing you up for it today.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
so is it like $500 to like be there?
It's let me share I'll let you see here.
That's
'Cause-
cool. I like that idea because like I honestly like the idea of being on Tinder has kind of always been really depressing. But the
Mhm.
idea that I'm going to get $500 out of it, that sounds really nice.
No. You
Oh.
have to pay $500 to be
What?
at that tier of Tinder.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. And your mother says she's signing you up for it today. So
Oh. Okay.
I think what Mames is trying to say is she's ready for, I don't know, a son-in-law, a daughter-in-law,
Why
some
would
sort of
anybody pay
in-law.
$500 for Tinder?
Okay,
Well,
so it's like so it's bougie Tinder is the thing. What you get with it is that like
Is that for
apparently
like
you have to
mail order brides or something? Like
no,
what the
no,
fuck?
well, kind of. Okay, so what you get from it is that like first of all you have to be accepted into it by being in the top like 5% of
it's
like engagement
you,
on
I think
Tinder.
that like, and I don't think that anybody like I feel like most people are gonna swipe left regardless of what your tier subscription is. I don't care how fancy your little badge thing that looks around your fucking poorly done
Oh
like
yeah,
you
yeah, but
know
you see,
like
here's the thing,
selfies.
DMX. Twice a day, you can try and message someone who didn't swipe right on you.
That's stalking.
I think this is basically just short of like legalization of I don't know, online cyberbullying, harassment.
It's well, it enables creeps, that's for sure. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever happened to just like taking a guy out for a smoothie and seeing what happens. It paid $500 to
I th-
a dating service, and then all of a sudden it becomes like a
or
thing.
or
It's
just
just
a ice cream cone. You know what I'm saying? Or a sundae or something. You know. I mean,
yeah, it's something. I don't know.
yeah.
I just feel like that's a lot cheaper than like $500. Here's the thing. I don't. I think I'm good.
Yeah,
Like mom. I don't know if you're listening, but I think I'm good on that.
I don't
If you
think
want to
so.
spend $500, I'll just take the $500. Like I don't
No,
like.
no,
I could probably do more with that than
no.
You want
whatever is going to happen
grandchildren,
on
She
Tinder.
DMX.
D Max, your mother is at that stage, and I understand because I'm there too, where you're getting closer to retirement age and stuff, and you're thinking, hey, I want some grandkids running around.
Right. Right. Well, if I could get the money thing stabilized, then I would feel a lot more confident with getting the family, which is why I think that if I got, $500 a month that was going to go towards Tinder instead, I think it would end up working out. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like I
so
think
I think
that would work.
I have a compromise. Maybe I have a compromise.
I don't even I didn't even have a position, so the
But maybe
compromise is
you
an
find
interesting
a rich
proposition, but all
woman
right.
on your Tinder select, DMX.
I I I feel like any woman who's going to be going after somebody with a $500 like subscription to Tinder is probably not someone who has money themselves. I'm just going to go ahead and assume. A woman with money, I'm just going to go ahead and assume just it like is not looking for a man, is just like off living her happy life. You know what I
All right.
mean?
Okay, okay. I don't
So,
know. I mean,
so Mames now says, okay, canceling subscription to Tinder. So now she's canceled
Thank
it.
you. Thank God. I mean,
So
wait, no, give me the money.
no, so hang on. Here's the question. So if Mames, instead of directing that $500 a month to Tinder, if she directed it towards you, I think that would entitle her.
Well, now that you said it, now I feel bad.
I think that would entitle her to where you would have to go out on dates with people she picked out for you, like at least twice a week.
I know how this goes with my parents. I really don't like you trying to tell me to do this on like this is never worked well. It'll never go well.
I think that's a good compromise. The money comes in your pocket, and she's
Okay, let me remind you. Let me remind you. My mother is the person who dresses us all up in T-Rex costumes to go and harass her neighbors, like ring doorbells.
Yeah.
She's the same woman who, on April 1st, she would tie a bunch of bells to your bed so that
okay,
when
so
you're
she's the
tired and getting all
perfect
the way down.
woman. I don't know where you're
Yeah,
going with this.
I'm not hearing any downsides here. I'm all
No,
I'm
no,
hearing
I'm
is
just saying that she's
pluses.
prone to pranking me, and I know the
Okay.
types of things that she does, and I just don't feel like it's a crapshoot as to whether it would be like a genuine
Well,
thing.
I just had another brainstorm here.
Plus, all the women she knows are like my cousin's age, and they're like just out of high school, and I ain't no boogie.
But here I have another thought. I just had another brainstorm. What if we do that and we ensure that she has a camera with really good, good photo quality or video quality and mics, and she follows you around on these dates and videos and uploads them for us to consume and
God,
critique.
yes.
Isn't that what Edwin Generation did? I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I
No,
criticized that. I
that's
don't
called
know.
content, and I'm all about farming you.
You people just want me
Yeah.
to be a fucking IRL streamer, is what I'm hearing. You people just want me
No.
to go be like Neon or what's his name, Aiden
Remember
Ross? Or-
that story you told on Clear's Mud where you like kissed the girl and she didn't want
yeah,
it. She was like,
Yeah,
"What the
yeah, that
fuck?"
was an
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, I want to watch that happen in
Mm.
real time.
Exactly.
I don't think I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
I'm listen. I'm not a very smart person from time to time, but I would definitely wasn't smarter at that point. That was in high school, and I was I believe I was a junior in high school.
It
So
doesn't matter, D-Max. I need that awkward date footage.
if you want
for the
awkward,
upload.
yeah, if you want awkward anything, I guess I could start doing IRL streams. I don't know.
You know
I don't
what
know.
would make this conversation better? And I feel like D-Max has really kind of cucked us here.
What?
Is we need to get Mames, because she's in the chat, but if we could get her set up with Discord to where she could call in and we could have these conversations directly with Mames live.
Okay, so you know the TOS problem that we had with Seth
Yeah.
for a long time, and she's been
Yeah.
very good at being able to
Yes.
rein it in. Yeah, I don't know if we can. I don't even know if there's going to be any reining in for my mom. I don't know if that's.
Well,
It's not. I'm not worried about slurs or anything like that. I mean, she'll say those too.
yeah.
But like it's more so just the content of what she's saying. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Like I trust her. I love her, but I just don't. You know, I just don't trust her on like a live
You
stream.
know what?
in front of, like,
I
people.
honestly think
people.
that you're being very uncharitable here, because I can't see Mames being that way.
Yeah, I
That's
think
how she
me and
gets
your
you.
mom should start a podcast and call it Against
Yes.
TOS.
Yes. There you
Yeah,
go.
she's gonna start a podcast on Still Connected called "Lol Moms." She actually wants to do this, by the way. This is a real thing that I've heard her say. She wants
Hey,
"Lol Moms."
Mames,
Hey,
Mames,
I
you
will be
know,
glad to help her set it up in a
yeah.
heartbeat. Obviously, D-Max doesn't want you out there, but I will help, because I think
Give
that's
us
a
a
winning
call.
thing.
Give us a
Yes.
call.
Yeah.
Don't let your kid control your life, okay?
Yeah. He's robbing us of content.
He's wogging us right now.
Yeah.
She is a grown, independent woman. She can do what she wilt. I'm just saying that, like, just be very careful what you ask for, because I don't know. I mean,
You know, you paint her as like she's like some horrible person, and I just don't.
she's not. No, she's not. It's not that. You just don't. There's no way
See,
to explain.
here's the thing. What you don't understand is your mom and I are Gen X, and I understand exactly, and I have no problems with it.
No.
Zero.
Okay. I mean that's. Listen, I think she would do very well in this space. I think it would be great. You know what? I'm on your guys' side now. Just fucking
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Let's do
Let's
it.
get her
Why not?
channel set. Let's get her YouTube channel set up. Let's get her
Need
some.
to get on that. Get on that.
I'm not busy enough. Okay. I'll
What?
I'll
You're
see
not
I'll
doing
see what I can
nothing.
do. I don't know. Fine. I'll consider it. I'll think
There you
about
go.
it. Yes,
It
and
could be a Christmas project, and maybe you start the new year with. See, there you go.
$500 Tinder thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, yes. 2024.
Oh,
Actually, that would be really funny if 2024 was the year of the D-Mom. That'd be really funny, because that is her that's her number.
So hey,
What?
guess what?
What?
Maybe she becomes a segment on Still Connected over there with Toxic in the crew.
Well, I mean, unironically, I was kind of saying that, like, that would actually be, like, of all the things, like, that would actually be kind of the funniest, because, like, then she doesn't have to do her own channel or whatever, and it would be like, she could just pop
Yeah.
over there.
You know what?
There's a few moms in the community. We can make it happen. I don't know.
Sure.
I think my mom was saying that she wanted to do that with my aunt, which would be even funnier.
Oh,
Because my
yeah.
aunt's a character too,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know anything about any of this. And most of the time when I'm complaining about stuff relating to commentary, you know what they do? They just like take off their belts and they slap them on the table and they say just like, "Get over here, boy! We're sick and tired of your ass always complaining about this shit. We've had enough of it." And then they take off their fucking chanclas and they throw it at me, and for some reason it's like a fucking boomerang. Always hits me in the head. Doesn't matter where in the house I am. It's insanity.
This is
It's
awesome.
Luck should learn from you.
You know what? That's better than what my mom did. You know what my mom did?
What?
She said, she goes, I tried watching your stuff, but you just cuss too much. And so now she won't even watch my shows anymore. Even though I've really worked real hard and I've really cleaned up my vocabulary.
Yeah.
She's no,
She can't do it. Her heart can't take it.
Her heart, yes. So, at least your
My mom is the one just being like, Van Luke, that blood sports, that was fucking nothing. You should have yelled harder at that bitch.
I mean, she went after Keem and said, support my son and shout him out.
That is true. She did do that.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure that's how I got my first. I'm pretty sure that's how I got my first editing job too. Was also my mom just being like, "Hey, check this guy out." So I
see,
mean,
your mom has backed you every step of the way. She has given us just tons of content about your childhood.
I know. It's a shame. It's a shame that I'm not. It's a shame that I'm not better to be able to capitalize off. Is really what it is. That's the real shame here. Is I got to step it up. So yeah.
I mean, sleep is really for the weak if you honestly think about it. I mean, 5 to 6 hours a night's all I really need.
Right.
So.
That's reasonable. Yeah. I guess you're 100. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
So I want to just recap here to make sure I understand so we are going to get Mame's podcast of some kind, be it on Still Connected or her own, possibly.
All right,
even
you're strong arming me now. You're strong arming me. All right, I know this is.
Listen, I have been. Evidently, I'm really good at strong arming. I
guess. I don't know, man.
I'll help.
Listen, I'm oh no, I'm going oh no, I'm going through a wind tunnel.
Yeah. So all we have to do is get with Mames, help her get Discord set up on her computer, and get her a decent microphone. And then we just get her called in. We bring in the Craig bot and let her go.
Nietzsche's already on it.
Nietzsche's all right. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Even if D-Max doesn't want it and he's cringing inside of his skin right now and he's worried about what's going to happen.
That's what we want.
It truly is. It truly is. Yes. So I think we've done the Lord's work here today, Seth. I really do.
I think so. So.
I'm content with today's show. I think we did really good. I went over 2 hours, which I had not planned to do, but I didn't think I had that much to talk. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours.
It says 63 minutes.
According to my recording here, it's 2 hours and 7 minutes and 36 seconds and counting.
Wow, that's crazy. It is.
Yeah, because I started at 6:30 my time, and it's now 8:40.
Okay, well, good job.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
You can get your little midday nap in.
No, actually, I've actually had my work stuff pulled up. I've been looking at it, watching. So, and just for the record, everybody knows I love D-Max, and would do anything in the world for him, and so.
I sold him for a bag of peanuts.
You'd sell him for.
Okay. For a bag of peanuts.
I wouldn't sell him for a bag of peanuts, but
maybe pistachios.
2 more hours, Pickleton. I don't have 2 more hours in me, bud. Sorry. But here's you got 2 hours out of me today, which makes up for the hour I didn't get in yesterday. So I think we're kind of square. What is tomorrow? Wednesday, Hump Day. I've got some more topics, I'm gonna just tell you.
Why is the Wednesday called Hump Day?
Because it's the middle of the work week here in the States. Wednesday's the middle. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's Hump Day, middle of the week, and then Thursday, Friday's the Hump of the week, middle of the week, Hump Day.
Hump. Why is there hump in the middle?
Like a camel hump.
Oh. Yeah, but why?
I don't know that.
Camels got 2 humps.
I don't know. Some camels have 2, correct? Some have 1. I I don't know the origins of why it was called Hump Day. It's always been called Hump Day. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's something for you to look up, maybe. Anyway, so listen, I've got to go. I got to get out of here. I've got to go.
Why?
Got to go do my thing because I have to go. I have to. I don't have a choice.
Why? But I'm bored, people.
I'm still upset with you, Seth.
Why?
You promised me a picture. I questioned you about it yesterday at noon my time, which was still well
Noon
within
your time.
within the early days of your time, right?
No, it was
Bull
like 8 in the
dookie.
evening.
Bull dookie. It was but then so I followed up a little bit after that and said, "Hey, don't forget."
Yeah, 8 in the evening. A little bit after that is me being asleep.
Okay, if you'd have took care of it when I originally asked for it, like 3 or 4
No,
days
'cause I was
ago,
asleep.
3 or
Okay,
4 days
listen,
ago,
I had to listen. Toxic's on vacation.
I don't
I
give a
gotta
shit.
ask him.
No, you don't. No, you do not have to ask him.
Of course I do.
No, he promised me. And he didn't fulfill his promise and obligation to me. I don't want a picture of what it looks like. Cut his head off. I just want a picture of him with the item. That's it. And then I'll post it, and I'm going to shame him over it. Because he deserves to be shamed and mocked and ridiculed over this.
Nietzsche, remember the picture of that hoodie on Toxic that you sent me? People really wants that picture. So, wake up, Toxic.
Because the whole deal was this. As Toxic came to me, I'm gonna just out it. Here's what I'm gonna just out him. So Toxic came to me and said, "Hey, can you give me like a discount or something?" Because he really wanted one of my hoodies. Well, the store that I use, it doesn't have a way to put in like discounts and stuff to get off, right? And I said, "All right, just give me your address, whatever." And so I just bought it underneath my thing, which takes all the whatever off of it, and I get it at cost, right? So I sent that to him. I said, "Here, whatever." I said, "Just, shout it out, when you get it, whatever, put it on, take it, whatever, shout it out, kind of hype up the merch store or whatever." That's all I asked. He said, yeah. He goes, "I'm going to Canada." And he said, he sent me a thing. He said, "I got it, but I'm on my way to Canada. Okay." How long ago was the trip to Canada, Seth? Like 2-3 months ago, something like that, right?
End of October.
Yeah. So yeah, October, November. So basically like 2 months ago. He never publicly put out anything. He never did nothing, right? So I'm like, yeah. So screw it. I don't care. He didn't live up to his end of the bargain, and I'm out in his ass.
See. Okay. See, you get it now. Nietzsche says she'll get a picture of it today, and you're good.
Good. I hope he does get an earful. And before anyone else comes, no, I'm not buying no more shirts for nobody or anything. No, I'm done. I keep people. No, I'm not going to be generous no more.
Okay, well, I kind of want a hoodie. I go.
Well, then go buy one with some of your rupees.
Well, I've already bought the coffee mug. Don't be greedy.
I'm not. You said you wanted a hoodie. I said go buy one. You're the one that said you want.
For me.
Which coffee mug did you get? Did you get the baby peepaw one or did you get the other one?
No, I got the other one. That's
well,
back before baby peepaw was the thing.
But guess what? Baby peepaw ain't a thing no more because it's off the market now. It was a limited run.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, well, I kind of didn't like that one.
Well, good, because you didn't get one because it's gone now.
I want
Problem solved.
I want the which one do I want actually?
I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm not. Well, I am bragging. Fine, whatever it is.
I do want the Congolitis one. That's sort of.
But I don't think I have. I don't think I have that on a hoodie. I think that's just t-shirts.
Yeah, that's just a t-shirt. You gotta put that on a hoodie.
I'll think about it. So let me see here. Boom. Bring up the merch. There you go. The hoodies that are sold in my store are some of the softest. And I would actually even consider maybe getting one for myself. And I don't wear hoodies because I don't
No, it
like.
is really, yeah, your hoodies are super soft.
Because here's the thing, I don't like long sleeves. I cannot wear long. I cannot stand to have. I cannot stand to have things around my on my arms, long stuff or whatever. I just can't. It irritates me, right? But I bought a hoodie for my mom because she loves them, and I wanted to see the quality of the stuff before I ever put my store live. I bought one of everything that was in there for different people in my family, just whatever, right? And I know D-Max talks about how his is quality, whatever, and it's good stuff. I'm not saying that it's not good quality stuff, but the stuff that those literally right out of the bag, right? Not washed or nothing, was so soft. I was like, holy crap. I mean, it's something you could put on. Listen, ladies, you get something like that and you could put it on just like right next to your bare skin and have nothing but that hoodie on and go into your significant other with that hoodie on and stuff. I'm telling you, it would drive your significant other through the roof crazy with desire, because that's how potent those hoodies are. I'm not even lying. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this.
Okay, okay.
What?
No, I should get the Congolitis one. I should.
You want me to do
You
want me to do a Congolitis hoodie?
Yeah, because it's kind of like Congolitis is like, you know, that happened on my stream. So
That happened on your stream?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was using that way before it was ever a thing. So here we go. Right here.
No, you said cunnilingus right before.
All right, so I'm gonna do, which one am I gonna do? I think it's here. I don't want the zip up hoodie. I want the unisex. Here we go. This is the one I want. What color should we make it, Seth? What color should we offer him the hoodie?
All the colors. I'd want a purple one, the light purple one that you can get for what's it called?
I can't. I can. Okay, you can do
Yeah,
gray.
the hoodie, the cropped hoodie one has like a fucking.
Here's the
like
thing,
light
though. I
gray
can't.
purple.
I don't think I can get the cropped hoodie anymore. I don't think it's a create apparel. Let's see here. Hoodie woman. I get the cropped hoodie. It's women only though.
Yeah, well, it's just me who needs it.
It's just you that wants it. But I put it out there for everybody, right? But here's the only colors. Okay, so is black,
Yeah,
gray.
You like gray, and then that fucking light purple gray thing.
But that's just it though. There's not a purple gray in the cropped woman hoodie. For me,
Well, yeah, there's.
no, there's not.
Because
They
you
change.
have one.
I understand that. Which one? Which one do you think I have is pulled over this purple?
Just your hoodie, woman cropped one. That's like it just has your.
There's
like,
there's a
one hoodie.
unisex one pulled like this one here, like the oatmeal for brains one. That's a unisex. See, here's the thing. You can see the screen. I've got it shared, right? So if I go to
no, see, hoodie, woman cropped. That's like a light, like.
no, okay.
Purple
So you
gray.
see this right here? I'm pulling this up right
Yeah.
here. You watch this. Watch this.
Yeah, yeah.
These are the colors right here. These are the colors that you can offer. These are it. There is no purple, right?
But that's the one it's on. That one.
That's not purple, hun. That's
It's like a gray purple. Like
it's
a
storm. It's a storm. It's a
Yeah.
gray. It's a gray. It's
Yeah,
not going to be
that
purple.
That counts as purple.
No, you're high.
No, I just listen. It's because I've been licking batteries and I can see shrimp color, and you just don't see the shrimp color.
Okay.
That's your issue.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. You need to start liking more batteries. Because I tell you, once you start seeing those shrimp colors, you never go back.
So there you think. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
What's that say? That's bad. Okay, hang on here. Let me get rid of that because that's evidently that's not no good. Trash that one. Add new.
Nah, you add the other. That one's lower quality, man.
No, it's not. Trust me.
Okay. Is it okay to? Is it okay to send this, Nietzsche? Like this?
What do you think? Is that how's that look, Seth?
That's good. That's good.
You think so?
Yeah.
I need to move this over. Why is it doing
Okay,
that?
you can, people. I'm gonna send you something, but you can't show it on stream
Why can't I show it on stream?
because you can't.
Wow. Joke's on you.
Joke's on me.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on me, I guess. What for? Okay, yeah, I want that. That's
Want
the
that?
me I want. Yeah.
What is this? What is this thing called? Crop.
Ungolitis. Cropped hoodie.
Yeah. I don't think that's spelled right. There we go.
Okay. There you go. That's the one I want.
There you go. But it won't be purple because, like I say, they don't have a purple.
It is purple. It's purple to me, but I see shrimp colors. So,
You see? Okay, there you go.
so don't share the picture I just sent you.
Oh, I'm sharing the hell out of it.
No, he said you can't.
I don't give a shit what he says.
No.
All right, so it should be up there on the thing now, Seth, somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna restart it.
I'm looking.
I don't see you. I don't see the congolitis.
I don't see it either. Why is it not on there? I don't see. Oh, here it is. I need to edit this thing.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, because the black the text doesn't show.
The text doesn't show up, so I need to undo black. I need to take that one off too.
Oh, the peach colored one is nice though. Maybe I should get both the purple and the peach colored ones. What do you think?
I think so. There we go.
Realistically, the profits of congolitis items should go to me.
Maybe, but doubtful. How about that?
Okay.
X to doubt. So, all right.
Whatever.
It's updating, so it should have the right pictures or whatever now. So there you go.
Okay. Beautiful.
So if I go to store and I can show the people. Where did it go?
There it is, right next to the coffee mug. If you go, yeah.
Oh, here we go. See, it's unpublished. You guys can't get that no more.
Yeah.
So you can't get it. There we go. Get you the peach, yeah. Yeah. What would you have to get, like a small or medium?
No, large.
You're not that big.
Well, thanks, but I mean, I just like my shit oversized.
Oh, that's okay. That's fair enough. Oh, so I see. So you could wear it like a full thing and be like all.
No, it'll still be cropped. Like you can still like see my belly button or whatever. But like, I just
Peekaboo, little
I
peekaboo belly button.
yeah, but I just like it when my like it's longer than my arm,
Does
so
your
I can like hide my chest.
does your boy toy like it when you play peekaboo belly button?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Does he like to see your peekaboo belly button? That's I think it's a simple
If he
question.
likes to see my belly button, yeah, sure. I hope so. It's my boyfriend.
That don't mean nothing. My wife don't like to see my belly button, so I mean it doesn't mean nothing. I mean I think it's a
Why
legitimate
doesn't
question.
he like seeing your belly button?
Because she knows if she sees my belly button, she knows that I'm after something, and she says no. SC just bought a Congolitis women's cropped hoodie. There you go. All right. I don't think I spelt it right, did I? No, because I spelled it O instead of a U. So there you go.
Congolitis. Anyway, pointed out. I don't know. I think your wife should appreciate your belly button.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. And I think she does. I think she just doesn't tell you.
She doesn't tell me. Well, she maybe. I don't know. There's Pizzle. How you doing, Miss Pizzle? Miss Pizzle. So. Hey,
I bet Jessica likes seeing Scott's belly button.
I bet she likes seeing more than just his belly button to hear her telltales. Good
Oh,
night.
God.
Good night, Irene. So. Anyway.
All right, I'll let you go. You go. I've held you hostage long enough.
You think you've held me hostage long enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's what 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours I've been live this morning. So
yeah, I need to eat anyway. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I haven't had no breakfast either. So anyway, listen. So you guys got a new merch times out there because Seth whines. So be happy for that. Oh, tired and mad because Scott has an apprentice that makes it to where we can't have our morning talk. Well, that's when you do the pillow talk at night, Pizzle. You pillow talk at night with him where he's right there next to you. You know, you're all cuddled up in the bed. You just have a little pillow talk.
Usually, I find that women are happier when their man doesn't talk to them. But whatever makes it for you, just.
Oh, God. I have to correct that spelling. Because I'm an idiot at it.
I'm so hungry. What should I have?
Well, do you want what do you want? Do you want like a breakfast type thing, or do you want
Can you buy me a chicken sandwich?
Can I buy you a chicken sandwich? I don't think I can. I don't have any rupees.
Oh, okay. What a shame.
You got any eggs? Make you an omelet. Eggs, put a little cheese in there. Have you some toast. Have a cheese omelet. That'd be good.
Nah. I'm gonna order a chicken sandwich. I think.
Make you. Oh, gosh. You people just ordering stuff DoorDash to your houses and stuff. It's so much better for you if you just make it from at the house. It doesn't take that much longer to make it scratch. It really doesn't.
Yeah, but then okay, first I'd have to get the chicken, and then I'd have to bread the chicken, and then I'd have to fry the chicken, and then I'd have to buy the buns, and I'd have to heat the buns, and then I'd have to chop up the lettuce and wash the lettuce.
Okay, fine. Order it. Be done with it. Good night. So, all right. Well, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream this morning. You had a nice long one with me today, leisure one. So, and Seth, thank you for the merch purchase. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll get that in a day or two.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me, by the way.
You didn't buy that?
I didn't buy it. No,
Okay.
I didn't buy it. That wasn't me. That's someone else. Some other hero out there.
Some other hero? Cool. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you in the morning. I've got more stories that we didn't even get into today, but I am going to warn you: the stories that I'm going to get into tomorrow is depressing. It's sad, depressing stuff, which I don't normally like to do, but it's another one of these things that I think needs to be covered. So anyway, listen, thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you for your continued memberships and support. Thank you for the purchases. Remember, the merch store is up all the time. You don't have to just wait till I'm on stream to purchase. You can purchase it, and they're really good. They have really good quick turnaround deliveries. That's another thing I really like about this company. I mean, they get to things pretty quick. Seth?
Yep.
I'm going to let you do the thing this morning.
All right, guys. Remember to keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Bye.
Maybe I'm a little